All right, so I'm just an idiotic, stupid dog. And one of the things that has come about is that the man has given up boozing, whatever. He's starting to substitute weed smoking, so we'll see where this goes. He's given up boozing. I said, Bud, you're a booze hound. You don't go switching over the weed. You don't change a horse in midstream. You know what I'm saying, my friend? But whatever. And the other thing he's done is he went through a binge eating fest when he quit the booze and the alcoholism. And he just had a binge fest. He put on like 20 pounds. He thought he'd lose some weight. He put on like 20 pounds because he became a binge eater. But what he's become now lately is he's given up some of the binge eating. He's cutting back on the carbs and the sugars. He's finally starting to track a little of that weight he was pounding on. He was packing it on like a hippopotamus getting ready for a salsa festival. So he finally starts substituting one addiction for another, and he became a binge watcher of Celebrity Jeopardy. So everything revolves these days around Celebrity Jeopardy. And you got to tune into Hulu to watch the Celebrity Jeopardy. So we're watching Celebrity Jeopardy, and a commercial comes on, and it's Ric Flair touting the fact that he's reconstituting the Four Horsemen. It's going to be a Four Horsemen reunion. You can get ready for a whole bunch of Four Horsemen antics, like, really raucous lovemaking and beer drinking in bars. Rick immediately stated something. He said, Tommy Blanchard, he would stick a hemorrhoid of his right up your nostril, son. You remember that move from the old days? It was called the hemorrhoid in the old nostril trick. It's like when they threw they outlawed this hemorrhoid in the nostril, and that's when they started throwing the dry soap at each other's eyes. Start throwing some Dawn dish detergent or whatever. So anyways, Rick says, hey, Jay Lethal, you're a fucking pissant. Jay Lethal, you can go, whatever. And then Rick, he got really excited. Because, one thing Rick said was the Rick Says on Hulu, some rerun from the old days while we're watching Celebrity Jeopardy. It's great if you see a few little Ric Flair interludes, Rick says, we're not the Four Horsemen, we're Fortune, because it's time for a change at TNN. And something else, some wrestle promotion or something. Anyways, at one point, as an idiotic, stupid dog, I was really pumped and excited to see Rick really giving it to everybody. And then he says, right away, he looks at somebody, he says, Arn Anderson, talking Barry Windham. He said Barry Windham would have stuck his hand up your ass to the one kid, and he would have pulled out your esophagus through you and folded it back over you and held you like a goldfish in one of them things you get at the carnival, okay? He said, Ollie Anderson, a different Anderson. You have Arn Anderson and Ollie Anderson. He said he would gut suck Jay Lethal's balls out his eye sockets. See what I'm saying? That's what Ric Flair was all about. He was pumped. His veins were coursing on his temples. And he was saying it's time for a change, this, that, the other thing. But he was all about Ollie and Arn Anderson. And he was telling Jay Lethal, a little pissant, that Tommy Blanchard would have tagged out with Barry Windham, and they would have turned him into their personal sausage puppet. Whatever, it doesn't even matter.